Hey everybody, I'm back again. It's Thursday evening. I'm going to do the other Franziskaner beer I bought. I did their Hefe-Weisse last night. I'm going to do their Dunkel, their Weissbier Dunkel tonight. Same ABV, 5.0%. As far as I can tell, at least looking at their website, these are the only two beers this company makes. Correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody knows, but anyway, I use my Einser Hefe-Weisse glass again and see what we have here. I'm just not expecting a whole lot of difference between the two, but well, it's a lot darker, but then it's a Dunkel, and that's what you expect. Still a lot of carbonation streaming up. Still got the 4.5 finger. The head's not quite as white. A little kind of a tan head, but it's a good looking beer. Well, the bottle's brown. I can't really see through it, but I imagine I'm sure these are both bottle conditioned. So let me get a nose on this and see how it differs, if at all, from the Hefe-Weisse I had last night. Well, not a lot so far. I'm getting definitely getting that banana, the clove. There may be a bit of a twang there or something, some sort of spiciness. Maybe a little caramel malt, but it doesn't smell a whole lot different. It's primarily banana and clove and your wheat up front, like the one last night was. The only difference so far is just the color. It's definitely a lot darker. So let me give it a taste and see if there's a difference in the taste. Okay, yeah, it's a little different profile on the taste. You're getting your lightly sweet malt right up front, and just a little bit of tartness. Then the banana and the clove kick in towards the middle and the back of the mouth. Definitely a lot more malts in this. A good solid wheat base. A little stronger than on that Hefe-Weisse. Basically, that Hefe-Weisse last night was just mostly bananas and cloves and very light wheat. But there's a heavier wheat on this, kind of doughy, bready, almost toasty. Hints of toffee. There might even be a small hint of chocolate on there too. Hang on, the dog's needing out, I think. I'll be back in a few. Okay, I'm back. I got a 14-year-old dog, and when she's got to go, she's got to go, and you can't really do anything about it. So it's been a while. It's warmed up a little bit, settled down a little bit in the glass. This is a similar beer to the straight Hefe-Weisse I did last night, but being a Dunkel, it's there are some differences. You still get that up front. You get that malt, and you get the like I said, the bananas and cloves towards the back and the middle and the back of the throat. I am getting a little surprisingly, for 5% ABV, I am getting a little of that on the finish too. I didn't get it when it was straight out of the fridge, but now it's warmed up a little bit. I'm getting a little of the alcohol, surprisingly enough, for only 5%. But this is a decent beer. I don't think I don't know. It's different. It's the same but different. I don't think I like it quite as well as the one I had last night. Their other beer, the straight Hefe-Weisse and the whatever it was, Untertrube or whatever the heck it was called. But it's still a darn good beer. I'm gonna give this a good solid 8 out of 10. It's it's a decent drinkable beer. It's nice and tasty. If you like a little more maltiness in your Hefe-Weisse, this might be the way to go. But that's to be expected being a Dunkel. It's a good beer, so 8 out of 10. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer. Oh, just a quick note. It is I forgot to mention the mouthfeel on this. It's nice. It's a medium-bodied beer. Initially, it's got a lot of carbonation, and it still does have a nice tingle of carbonation on the tongue, and a little bit of that, along with the alcohol I've noticed now that's warmed up. You know, in the back of the mouth and in the throat. It's fairly warming for such a light ABV beer. So, like I said, 8 out of 10 for the Franziskaner Weissbier. I'll get the rest of this in the glass and start editing on this video. Cheers, everybody. Keep drinking those good beers.